What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 54 of Touch by an Angel. We go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversations that have the power to transform people's lives. So let's see what God does. What's up, young fella? I am chilling, man. It's truly a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. And just for the records, this is totally unscripted. I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct? All right, yes. So we're going to jump right into it, all right? So here's the thing about life, right? I've been blessed and cursed with the ability to feel everything. So, again, it's a blessing and it's a curse. So, when you look at your life, what would you say your biggest blessing in life is?
Life, my biggest blessing?
In your life, pertaining to you?
I don't know. Blessed a lot of ways.
Okay, just give me one. I can tell you one. The fact that you got breath flowing through your lungs, that we staying here doing this interview, that you got the call to wake up today, that's the biggest blessing.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. Every day is a blessing.
It definitely is, but I feel so much more coming from you, so much more amazing stuff. You got much more in there. You're a humble guy, but I can feel it all. Give me something. Give me one positive attribute about yourself.
I'm a positive person. Good person, kind-hearted, intelligent. I'm blessed with some gifts, skilled.
There it is. You really are. And I'm going to dive into that a little later in a little bit. So that's the blessing part. Now, every situation have good parts and bad parts. What's the curse? What do you think that you want to get this off of you and it'll help you to be your best self? What's the part that you're not so happy about yourself that you battle with?
Self. I think sometimes.
No, it's all right. It's best. You're a thinker. That's part of your strengths.
Sometimes I just feel as though, I don't know, one of my biggest curses, I take on too many responsibilities at once. Sometimes certain things just need my undivided attention.
So sometimes you take on more than you should take on, and you put off the stuff that should be your priorities. And let me tell you why you do that. Because your heart is bigger than this whole place right here. You got a huge heart. That's what we wanted to get to. That's exactly what I wanted to get to. Listen, can I tell you what I feel from you? I usually don't tell this early. Can I tell you what I feel from you? All right. Not only, let me fix this a little bit. Not only do you have a huge heart, right? And you're a giver. And you ever see the quote on social media where it say, givers have to regulate how much they give because takers never do. They just want to keep taking and taking and taking from you. Not only do you have a huge heart and you're a giver, but you're a bona fide leader. But let me tell you what you do. You don't want to accept it. You push that leadership away. You don't want to accept it. And guess what you did over here? You found the safe place of mediocrity that you rest in, but guess what's keep calling you and grabbing you? That greatness, that leadership that's really in you, that's pulling you there and you keep pushing away from it. Am I touching on anything? I'm touching on, all right. That's what's up. So talk about that a little bit. Why are you reluctant to take on the mission that God has created you for? Because I know I'm not the first one because what I be feeling when I touch on stuff, God be giving me this. I know I can't just be hitting you from left field. Why is that?
I think part of God wants God, in my interpretation, God does want you to help everyone, right?
But he first wants you to help yourself. Yes. You feel me? So sometimes you said,
I mean, sometimes it can hurt you, but giving is a reward in itself.
You're 100% right. I give you that. You're 100% right. You be a blessing and you get blessed. You're 100% right. But too much of anything leads to evil.
Yes.
So
I mean, if you ever get to the point where you feel bad about it, then it'd be resentment, and then it's not from, but I do everything from the heart. Pure, just because. And it's coming back to me.
No doubt.
Maybe not from the same area I put it in, but that's just how it works.
In other ways.
Yeah, it's come from another place.
No doubt.
So I guess that's how being, a good person is.
You're 100% right.
You might just give to a complete stranger. Stranger ain't know you was gonna give something, and then one day out of your need, a complete stranger come up to you, and then
You're 100% right. Law of attraction, you know what I mean? You get what you give, sow and reap.
That's the secret. That's the secret. That's
You already know.
Ever read that book?
Of course I did. And I filled out that check at the end of it to the buy. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. See, now we touching on what I wanted to touch on. See, this is what we just did. We peeled the outside layers off. Now I got the real you attention. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to get to the core of who you really are. Because let me tell you who you, let me let that go past. The core of who you really are. Let that really go past. This is incredible. See, this what God been doing to me. He been putting me around people. He been having me interview people that could be doing what I'm doing. See, I got to the core of who you are. You know what's under all that? An angel. An angel. And you know that. And that's what I was talking about. Yeah, you touch on it, you embrace it to a degree, but it's a whole large part that you ignore. And let me tell you what's gonna happen when you finally embrace that other part. It's gonna take you sky high. It's gonna take you beyond your furthest dreams and imaginations. But guess what it's gonna take? Because you know you can't grow without being challenged. You know it's always gonna require you to do something. That principle of sow and reap, that law of attraction, guess what it's gonna require you to do? Tell some of them people no. Oh, it's gonna require you to tell some of them people no. And even though you got that big heart, you gotta trust that God is working on them in a situation, and you telling them no is exactly what they needed, but you gotta put you first. Now we talking. Now we talking. Am I the first person to tell you that? I can't be. I couldn't be.
Oh, no.
So other people have told you that you could be a little too, you can spread yourself too thin trying to give to other people, and then you got an empty cup. That's yes. What I see and feel standing in front of me is a pillar of hope for everybody. You the bull that, this is what my dad used to say to me before he passed, and I'm gonna give it to you. He said, you so amazing to me that when I look at you, you're like an actor, you're like an athlete, you're like a politician, you're like an attorney, you're like a police officer. I feel that about you. I feel like you got all these gifts flowing through you, and yeah, you got the love in you, you filled with joy and love and hope, and you're a big helper, you're here to serve, you're a giver. All of those is who you are, but without wisdom on top of all that, directing that and guiding that, it's wasted in a little bit. You got greatness all on you. You are great. But let me tell you what God sent me here to tell you. The time is now. And you ain't got to tell me what it is. You know what it is. You know what you've been pondering. The time is now. You feel me? You feel me? And everything inside of you seeps out love and power and joy. That's who you are. So I can only imagine everybody always wants you around. Right? Who don't want the juice around? Everybody thirsty. Who don't want the juice around? That's who you are, my brother. And I just wanted to stop here to tell you that. You feel me? What can you tell young people out there, other people out there that got the juice like you, that got the gifts like you, they may not have the ability because you got all the bells and whistles. Christmas time, you the only decoration they need. You got all the bells and whistles. So what do you tell the other young people out there that may not have all the bells and whistles like you, but they got some ingredients, they got some good stuff, they got some strengths? How can you tell them to get out of their own way so they can maximize their ability? What can you tell them?
I mean, sometimes they just gotta go for their dreams. Like, don't be afraid of what nobody tell you. That's other people's fears. That's other people's, doubts. That's not yours. If you got a dream and you think you could do something, follow your dream. Never be afraid to be you. Be you. It's true to you. Follow. Do what you want to do. Don't worry about nobody else. And you'll attract like-minded people. You'll attract, law of attraction.
It is.
You'll bring those things to you.
Let me tell you about this brother. He's modest. He's modest.
That's my book. That's my favorite.
Yeah, the law of attraction. And how I know that I don't bring up books and these. I bought that book up and that's his book. He read it, filled out the check at the end and all that.
It's my favorite book ever. Read it about 5 times. Yeah, I should go read it again.
This brother is the bridge for a lot of y'all out there. He got all of the tools, and he know it. In this time, he understand now what God is trying to tell him. I don't need to know the intricate details or what, but he know. Question for you. I'm about to let you go.
You gotta learn to be kind to one another.
Yes,
man.
yes. Go ahead, talk. Say your claim.
Just one more thing. Just gotta learn to be kind to one another. That's all.
It is.
Focus more on yourself. Stop worrying about other outside noises and people. Put the energy into yourself. Wake up and be a better you every day. That's all.
There it is. You're your best investment. You get the best return on your investment. Just be bold enough to bet all your chips on you, like this brother here. It's his time, right here, right now. If he connect with what God is trying to take him, he gonna fly. He gonna blow up through the sky. That's the kind of gifts he got. That's why God will put all this on. Question for you. Do you feel better now after doing this interview than you felt when you little reprehensive, like who this boy want to interview? Do you feel better now?
I do.
That's excellent.
I do feel better, actually, 100%.
That makes me feel better.
And The Secret always makes me feel better when I think about
He
it.
about to go read The Secret again, the book. And I advise you to read it too. The Law of Attraction is the greatest thing. You know, we attract whatever we think about most often.
All in the mind.
Yeah. So when they say why you glowing now, because you glowing.
You say if we can change our mind, we can change our lives.
There it is. There it is.
It's our mind it's our mind that's in our way. We're in our own way because our own thoughts, our mind.
This boy is a walking genius. He's a walking leader. He got all the gifts. God just wanted him to open them up. It's Christmas for him. He don't realize it, but it's Christmas for him, right? So here's the thing. When they say why you glowing now, what you talking to the boy, did you tell him? Tell him I just been touched by an angel. My man. Listen, it's a pleasure. And listen, you also can be touched by an angel. Drop us a message. Because here's the thing, this boy ain't hard to find. His energy, his light that I feel right now, it will knock your socks off. So you be great. And more importantly, be like this boy. Be blessed.
Stay blessed.